First and foremost, I want to say call hello, Yahweh Shem Mashak Yahweh Shai. What I want to talk about today is division, right? And how do I put this? Because a lot of people like to say that God is for everyone, right? But people get mad when us Israelites say that the Most High is a racist. Why we say he's a racist? Because we can easily prove it with the Bible. Also, the word racist, right? To be a racist means that you prefer or you choose a nation above others. And we see that time and time again throughout the scriptures that the Most High is only for one nation and one nation only, right? Now, of course, the Most High divided. He always divided, right? Even when the time where, everyone had their languages from the Tower of Babel, right? Where everybody had, when he separated the languages, right? When they were building the Tower of Babel, right? When he confounded the languages, right? Let me see if I can get that real quick. Let me just get this real quick. So this is Genesis chapter 11 and verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, right? So the whole earth, one language, one speech, right? They was all speaking one language at the time. So there was, it wasn't, everybody was basically being together. As you see it today, everyone wants to be together. Everyone wants to have, let's just hold hands. Let's just walk hand in hand, right? Everybody just, we need to have we need to be unity, right? Be unified amongst the whole earth. All right. So let's just read on. It says, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east, and they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Let me just get to the point. No, I just read. And they said one to another, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. That they had brick for stone and slime had they for mortar. So they was basically trying to, build this place up, right? Brick for brick. And they said, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the earth, right? So they was afraid to even being scattered, right? And it says, and Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And Yahweh said, behold, the people is one. So the Most High is saying, wow, look, the people is one, right? And then it says, and they have all one language, right? Self-explanatory. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Let us go down, and there confound their languages. So he's telling the prophets, telling the angels, go and confound their languages. Go change them up, right? Because the Most High he didn't want everybody to be together. That's why everyone had different lands. Everybody had their own little places. That's why when the kingdom of heaven comes, right, when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's gonna separate people, and I'm gonna show that too. He's gonna separate the nations, right? After the nations do their 1,000 years of captivity, they all going back to their nation except for the Edomites. But that's another topic. It says, I'm gonna read it again, verse 7. Let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So Yahweh scattered them abroad, and thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. So, you know what I'm saying? This. Let me just keep reading. Therefore is the name of it called Babel. What is Babel? Baby talk, like, blah, 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 blah. You don't understand what the heck they saying, right? So everyone's speaking different language, so it's called Babel, like Babylon, right? This is the land of confusion, right? Modern day Babylon, right? So to Babel is basically confusion, right? So they didn't understand one another's language anymore. They was like, what the hell is nigga saying, right? So because Yahweh did their confound the language of all the earth, right? And from thence did Yahweh scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. So this is the Most High intended to do this. From the very beginning, nobody was supposed to be put together. It was nation, nation, nation. One nation over here, nation over here, nation over here, nation over here. Understand? Very, very easy, man. So let's get Sirach 17 and verse 17. It says, Ecclesiasticus 17 verse 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is Yahweh's portion. Remember I said, Yahweh had one nation of people. He chose Israel. But he still said in the division of the nations. So the Most High, he ordained for the nations to be separated. We weren't always supposed to be together, right? Everyone had to have their own little place, right? And a lot of people say, oh, well, Christ came to bring them all back. Let's see. Luke 12 and 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. A lot of people, a lot of Christians especially, like to say, oh, well, Christ came to bring peace on the earth. When he comes back, it's going to be peace, right? It says, I tell you, nay. So he's saying, nah, but rather division. What did Christ say? I tell you, nay, but rather division. So the Most High, he's going to send his son, Yahweh Shai, who you call Jesus Christ, and he's going to divide. He's going to bring in, start dividing people up, man. Right? So let's go back to Genesis, right? Real quick. Genesis 10 verse 5. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands. So the Gentiles, which means nations, the nations were supposed to be divided. Like I said earlier, all the nations were supposed to have their own little place. Everyone after his tongue, after their families and their nations. So yeah, they have their own little, they have their own tongue, their own custom, their own culture, their own language, their own everything was always supposed to be different. Everybody was supposed to be different, right? That's why the Most High calls it a holy nation. And I'm gonna get that too. But let me just keep going down the list. Deuteronomy 32 verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations, right? More division, their inheritance, right? Their inheritance, right? And we know our inheritance. Our inheritance is the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? And it says when he separated the sons of Adam, right? We all come from Adam, but he separated the sons of Adam, right? He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So the Most High is only dealing with the children of Israel. You can't go around that, man. Verse 9. For Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So the Most High, he set Israel up, man. He chose Israel to be the lot of his inheritance, man. Understand? So the nations, right? Everyone's supposed to be divided. But, of course, the so-called white man wanted everybody to be together. That's going against the Most High's will. Understand? Back in the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies, right? Because the Most High has enemies, man. And all these nations, especially the gringo, the so-called white man, the so-called white woman and child, who's the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? The Edomites, Idumeans, right? Edom, Esau, right? Red people. These are the people that the Most High really wants us to separate ourselves from. But he's not talking about just them. It's every other nation, every other goyim, every other heathen out here. Separate yourself from your enemies. When you read Psalms 83, it gives you a list of enemies, man. Canaanites, Canaanites, which are the Hamites. You have Moabites, you have Ammonites, you have Amorites, you have all these other nations. That's not Israelites. Those are your enemies, man. Okay, and it says, and take heed of thy friends. So you gotta understand, like, you gotta know who's your friend, and you know who's really about this, man. Because there's people even in this truth that they got that spirit of Judas, man. You don't want to be around those people, man. But you have to separate yourselves from others of the nations. Separate yourselves from that, man. Understand? Go with your own nation. That's why Zephaniah 2 and 1 says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. That nation not desired is Israel. We're the nation that nobody cares about. Everybody wants to do their own thing. They all benefit from our slavery, right? So the Most High wants everybody to be separated. Go back to your lands, man, right? Genesis chapter 25 and verse 23, just to show you about the so-called white man, Esau, right? And Yahweh said unto her, this is talking about Isaac and Rebekah, the her is Rebekah, says, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people, not the same manner of people, the two manner. So one does it this way, the other one does it another way. And it says, and one people, right, shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. This is two. Oh, so like I missed the part. It says, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So there are two manner of people. They have to when they're out of it, they gotta be separated. Don't have them together. The Most High he didn't intend for Jacob and Esau to be together. They're enemies, man. They're brothers, but they're enemies. The main characters, Jacob and Esau, the Israelites versus the Edomites. Understand? So the Most High intended for it to be separated. He didn't want them to be together. He said separate them, right? This is Just get another precept. This is 1 Kings 8 and verse 52. That thine eyes may be open unto the supplication of thy servant, and unto the supplication of thy people Israel, the Most High's people is Israel, to hearken unto them all that they call, Salakia, in all that they call for unto thee, for thou didst separate them from among all the people of the earth. Right? The Most High separated the Israelites from everybody else, right? It says to be thine inheritance, as we read earlier, as thou spakest by the hand of Moses thy servant, when thou broughtest our fathers out of Egypt, O Yahweh thy power. Right, because Moses, it was, Moses was the one who was telling us to separate, we are a holy nation. He's the one that told, Yahweh told Moses that these people are a holy nation to me. I chose these people. These people need to be separated from everybody else. Right? It was never intended for everybody to be together. That's a whole Disney Channel lie, right? That's all just a fairy tale. Understand? Where we all live in this fantasy world where everybody's together, everybody's just holding hands and stuff, right? But you gotta understand something. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, right? Just get that real quick. Let me just get this real quick. Proverbs 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Right, man. Right? So it doesn't matter if you want to join hand in hand with them. That's what the Most High God said in Sirach 6 and 13, like I just read earlier. Separate yourselves from these people. Right? They're gonna turn you from serving the Lord. Just like Solomon's heathen wives, they turned him from serving the Lord, man. That's why the Most High God told us in Deuteronomy 7, right, in verse 1 to verse 3, I believe. He told us to not make a covenant with these nations. You know what I'm saying? Don't give your daughters to them, neither your sons. Leave them alone. You're a holy nation. You're different. Separate yourselves from these people. Understand? We're better than everybody else. Like I said, the Most High is a racist. He chose Israel. Racist simply means that you love one people other than above others. You chose one nation above other people. That's a racist statement, man. And I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that too. First, let me just get this too, because a lot of people like to say that, oh, but we're Egyptians, we're still black too, black people, so black people, all blacks are the same. It's not true, man. That's all a lie, right? Just because you share the same skin tone or whatever, we're all dark or whatever, it doesn't matter, man. Doesn't mean you're the same. East India doesn't call himself black. Elamites, Ethiopians don't even call themselves black, and they're very racist, man. They see a bunch of Negroes, man, a so-called Negro, and they're like, look at this Negro, man. Understand? Nobody likes us. Nobody likes the children of Israel. They all hate us, man. They rather us still be slaves to this day, man. And we're still slaves to this day. But when Yahweh Shai comes back, we're free from all of that, man. Okay? So this is Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. More division. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know that Yahweh doth put a difference. So there's a difference, right? A separation between the Egyptians and Israel. So there's a division. The Most High did not want us to be together. If that was the case, why did God kill the Egyptians? Kill Pharaoh and the mixed multitude, which were heathens, the mixed multitude, which were the Egyptians, right? That came with us across, that crossed the Red Sea. After they crossed, the Most High killed them. Remember, the Most High only chose Israel. He only wanted to choose Israel. Israel is the lot of his inheritance. That's it. The elect is Israel, and Israel only. We're the only ones that can make it to the kingdom of to the pearly gates, man. To the 12 gates, which are gonna be in heaven. Which heaven is gonna be right here on earth, man. Understand? We're gonna rule this earth forever and ever. Understand that? And you know what I'm saying? Along with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to be our leader, man. And we're waiting on Yahweh to send Yahweh Shai, so we can get out of this captivity, this hellhole, man. So now to go back to show you that the Most High separated us from all others, and we're a holy nation. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. One of the classics, and it's a powerful scripture, man. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself." So he's chosen one people, and he said, "You're special to me," right? This is the Israelites talking about. It says, above, not below, not equal to, but above all people, not some, not a few, not a hand selected, all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's racist. And you can't get mad at that. That's the Most High saying these words, man. By the mouth of Moses. The Most High's words that he put in Moses. Remember Moses, they say he had a speech impediment. So he couldn't really talk. So the Most High said, speak and I will speak for you. I will speak through you. I will use you, Moses. And some of you Israelites, you have to let the Most High use you, man. But you got to be keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's our inheritance. That's why we're so separate, because we were given the laws, the statutes, and the commandments according to Psalms 147 and verse 19 and 20. He didn't deal with no other nation, man. Understand, there's so many precepts to show you that we're the only people that he chose. We're separated from everybody else. Here's another one. Deuteronomy 14 and verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth. You can't argue with that. That's the Most High speaking, man. That's the Most High's words, right? Exodus 19 verse 6. And it says, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. Now remember, holy means separated, set apart. It's not saying everybody's holy. He's saying these people are holy. The Israelites are holy. Okay? A holy nation. In another translation, it says race. So we are a race of people. Israelite is a race. You can't convert to a race of people. Those Israelis are not the real Israelites. Those are the fake Jews. Right? And a lot of you Goyim, a lot of you Gentiles, so-called white men want to be an Israelite so bad. You can't be an Israelite because you're an Edomite. You know, Moabites want to do this now. If you got Japhrites want to do this now. You can't convert to another ethnicity. You can't be another race. You are your own race. Stick to it, man. The Most High has a purpose for everything, has a reason for everything. Stop trying to be us, man. All these other nations want to be Israelites. We're the trendsetters, man. Especially Judah. Judah's the biggest trendsetter, man. Everybody want to be like Judah, man. All these other nations want to be like Judah. I've seen Asians trying to get afros. Ridiculous, man. All right. It says, but ye are a chosen generation. 1 Peter 2 and 9. Salakia. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. The Most High did this. He chose it, man. Okay? The Most High is a racist, man. He doesn't care about no other nation. And I can easily prove this. 2 Ezra 6 and verse 54. There's a powerful scripture right here too, man. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. As we read earlier, he already separated the children, all the people from the sons of Adam, right? So we're just going back, right? It's like a puzzle, man. You go back and forth with it, right? It says, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, right? Everybody come from Adam. And the people also whom thou hast chosen. Remember, the chosen people is what? The Israelites, right? All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Who's the our? This is the Israelites' sakes, man. He chose, the world is for Israel, right? Nobody else, man. And it says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. They're nothing. Other nations ain't nothing, man. They ain't nothing. It says, but be like unto spittle. They just spit, man. Most times, that's what they are, man. Just spit. That's disrespectful, but in the eyes of the Most High, this is the Most High's words. He's saying, that's what I said. That's what the Most High God said, man. You can't argue with the Most High. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Understand? All praise Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. It's beautiful to be in this truth, and it's beautiful to be an Israelite. Sucks to be you heathens, man. But y'all deserve it, because you had us in slavery, so now it's going to be recompense back to you. You reap what you sow. Right? It says, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So I don't know how you Christians are saying, oh, God is all love and God is all, he wants everybody to be unified and we have to love him and respect him. How, if the more we unify, the more we die? Ask yourself that. Think about that. The more we get close, the more Israelites die. Think about it. But when we were separated, it was better. It's better to be in segregation than to be with you goddamn heathens, man. Right? Because you heathens ain't nothing. Understand? Yahweh Hashem doesn't care about y'all, man. That's why when Yahweh comes, he's gonna destroy you. And along with you others that wanna join hand in hand, you're gonna die too. Right? As you read earlier. Right? This is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 31. When the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai, shall come in his glory with the angels, right? He's gonna come with, right? He's going to come with all the chariots, the so-called UFOs, right? And it says, and all the holy angels with him, right? Those are the angels with the chariots, right? Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations. So, hey, look, Christians going to be like, hey, see, all the nations are gathered together. See, hey, look at that. We're going to be all together. Hold your horses, partner. And he shall separate. What is he going to do? He shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. You're going to be separated, man. The Most High don't care. He's going to destroy the ones that are not of his flock, are not of his sheepfold, man. You're going to die, man. Understand? Because the Most High is only for Israel, man. Get it together, Israel. The Most High is only for you. He's only dealing with you. Last precept, Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and none else, and my people, the Israelites, shall never be ashamed. So you Israel, man, stop being ashamed, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you guys are the Israelites. The Most High is dealing with you, only for you, only loves you. Christ was only sent for you, loves you, and only for you, man. That's it. So-called black man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatham to all the Israelites scattered around the four corners. All right, wake up, keep pushing this truth. Understand, this truth is, man. We at the end. Understand, shit. DMX just he was with the house of Israel. HOI. All praise to the Most High. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Understand? Now you see these celebrities waking up, man. Remember, man, these celebrities are waking up. Now people, they grasp on celebrities. They see the celebrities, they're like big stars. They're like, oh my God. They're talking about Israelites now. Look at Nick Cannon and all of that. He said one little thing. Nick Cannon said one little thing. Y'all destroyed that. Y'all crucified this man. Understand? Just like y'all crucified Christ. Y'all crucifying us all the time when we go out there in the streets and we're doing the work. But I don't see a pastor going out there telling the truth. He's over there sitting in line making a paycheck out of you. Right? That's just collecting money, buying another BMW, getting a private jet. Right? All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for this truth. All right, you gotta wake the hell up, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, come back to your true nationality, your true heritage of being an Israelite. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? So yeah, the Most High is about division. He's pro-division. All right? Only loves Israel, only for Israel. Forget these heathens. To hell with them, they're going into slavery. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And with that, I say Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah.